Hello and welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast. I'm Leachy. You're joined by James and Dan. No Lucas this week. Boys, how are you?
Yeah, not
Yeah,
too
look,
bad.
mate, doing pretty good.
Oh, that's good to hear. James, how are you?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
Been a weekend of sorts. Been a
it
weekend of
has.
sorts.
It has. Yes. I think Lucas has refused to turn up as per him not doing well, and we'll just get straight into accountability. He's had a loss there, boys. He picked Sequented, a $2 favourite, and did not get a win.
And may have convinced some of us to follow him down the rabbit hole
He,
of losses.
he definitely convinced us to put some money on Sequented.
Yes,
Maybe
both
maybe our bonus bet for our
both of the bonus bets.
for our bet with mates group on Sportsbook. But gamble
Thank you.
responsibly.
Yeah, gamble responsibly. Obviously. We'll also get into Dan's bet. Very close, mate. You had a multi for the Broncos to pump the Tigers, I believe it was.
Yeah, I think it was 13 plus with Reece Walsh, Selwyn Cobbo, and Tony Staggs to score.
Yeah.
Reece Walsh, your beautiful eyes let me down, man.
He had some good breaks as well, and I thought maybe, just maybe, he might cross over. Yeah, it wasn't to be. But to get into the big talking part is he's done it. Mr. Brightside comes through for me. What a horse! I'm a genius. Obviously, I don't say this too often, but punting God. Guys, what do you think about my geniusness?
We'll definitely won some money on Mr. Brightside on Saturday.
I can't be too annoyed when it felt like you were the genius and I was following you all the way, just like Benji and Farah.
Yeah, mate. Thank you. All right, well, enough of the accountability. We'll get straight into horse racing. Lucas, again, usually I go to horse racer, but I have I've got my spreadsheet out to what races really matter and what happened. So we had the TJ Smith Stakes, and that was the race with Nature Strip, boys. I wish I win won the race.
And I wish I was on
second. Yeah, I'll need to.
Definitely.
Marzu third and Nature Strip came fourth. James, how do you feel about this race?
Have we seen the end of Nature Strip? Maybe might be the last Group 1.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but thing is, it's still one of the top horses. I wish I win looked extremely good. That's one thing I know for sure, and I'll be looking to gamble responsibly on it another time.
Yes, Dan. What about you? How did you see the race? I know we all seen it live, but how did you?
I was about to say, obviously, we're all there. We're all live at Randwick on Saturday for the beautiful
on the sideline
for the beautiful horse that was the Strip, the King. Look, mate, it looked good till it got to about what were we standing about 100 meters, wasn't it?
Yeah, about 100, 200 out.
200 out, and then it just lost its legs and fell apart.
Yeah, look, that's what I've wrote down here. I'm thinking Nature Strip's a great horse, and no doubt it's still got fourth place in a sprint, and it's still a good horse. But unless they reinvent how they race Nature Strip, I just don't think it'll be winning the big races anymore.
It could pull something out of its ass, like what was it last year that won the Melby Cup?
Winning, like it's having to run these sprints and it's trying to get out really early and everything's just now catching it, where it used to get out early and bleed the whole race. Unless they maybe try and pull it back and go later.
Like 2 or 3 back.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see the future of Nature Strip is all I would say. And anything from you, Lucas? No, you're not here. Okay. One thing I did want to bring up in the TJ Smith Stakes was that PG Moody was the trainer of that horse. I knew Lucas would have definitely, talked our ear off about that. So I thought I'd bring that up
something to say about that.
Before would have had a little bit of a
go into the next race there. But next race was the Doncaster Mile. And this was the race, boys. This was Mr. Brightside. He's won back-to-back Group 1s. Zach Burton on board. Absolute beast of a horse. Mate, this is good. Dan?
Did we fucking ride that horse home?
Oh, we did.
broke out into song before the bend even.
Before the bend, it was beautiful. I think I had the whip out at the start of the race, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't get to ride a horse too often, and then it goes all the way and actually wins. It doesn't like shit the bed. We just kept fucking going for it.
Like we would have looked like some idiots if it lost.
Oh mate, and
mate,
how good was after the race? We go back to our seats, and there's a DJ. They're playing some random song. We go up to the DJ we asked for, Mr. Brightside, and then the whole crowd gets involved.
That's a moment. That's not just a moment for us. That's a moment for everyone.
For everyone. And then they started playing other like bangers like horses and all that sort of stuff to keep people out there. Yeah, Casey.
It was beautiful.
It was good stuff. It was good stuff. But as for that, I mean, there was a couple other races, but nothing we could really go into our depths of our horse knowledge. Or there was one called Sizzle Manizzle, which was pretty cool.
Sizzle Manizzle paid like
$75 to win. That was pretty cool. But it was a good day at the races. I will say that.
J-Mac let us down a lot.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best.
Do we think it's just because he's not getting those really short favourites?
To
be honest, he was on them. He was on them.
He was on them.
Yeah, he was on a couple short favourites, yeah.
Tough.
And we were definitely backing a couple of those short favourites.
Yep. I definitely lost a couple of J-Macs. I'm sure he'll bounce back. Championship Day 2 next week. And I'm guessing I'm going to do my lock of the week. I'm going to probably take Lucas's lock. Dubai Honour. $2 odds. What race is it? It is the Queen Elizabeth Stakes over 2,000 metres, guys. Get on Dubai Honour, $2 odds.
Just a pretty good race. Pretty good horse.
Odds, beautiful.
Yeah, up against
pretty sure it's up
Animo.
Against Animo. Yeah.
Dean, sorry, I took your fun of there, but
I think Lucas would say. I think Lucas would say, which I have heard him say. Animo has only just beat this field where Dubai Honour destroyed.
Gapped him. Yep. So, in Lucas's words, he will definitely win that one, I think. On to the next part of the podcast, WWE. I know, Dan, you've been watching the whole of WrestleMania. I did not get to watch all of it.
I may have watched all
of
it.
And I may have caught up on some of it from TikTok.
Beautiful, because that's all that matters. We're only going to be talking about the key important parts like Logan Paul, frog splashing, KSI. Dan, I'll let you take it away on what happened and what eventuated.
So, for everyone who didn't see it, there was a match, Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins, and a Prime bottle was there.
It's a Prime
now,
bottle.
KSI happened to be in that Prime bottle, dressed up in a blue Prime bottle.
Yeah, good day.
And he pulled Logan Paul out of the ring. And then Seth Rollins was like, no, fuck you. And then blah, blah, blah. Somehow Seth Rollins ends up on the table. Can't remember how. But KSI had the phone above him, recording him like, haha, suck shit, Seth. And then all of a sudden, Seth Rollins pulls him onto the table while Logan Paul's midair. And bang!
Bang!
And I just started pissing myself laughing.
Honestly.
Just because KSI got frog splashed.
Yeah, never in a million years did I think Logan Paul and KSI would be in the WWE, to be honest.
Like, people we grew up watching on YouTube somehow made it onto the WWE. Like, I know KSI isn't like fighting or anything, but he was there at WrestleMania. Like, fuck me.
It was good shit. I did see him in an arm sleeve afterwards as well. I think maybe, I don't know. Don't know if that's real or if it's fake.
Probably was. Imagine getting fucking crashed through a table by someone jumping off a top rope.
True.
I don't think it is because he has a fight in 2 months.
Yeah, I think it was just a bit of publicity stunt.
It looks good. Looks good. It puts drama for the fight as well.
Yeah. And you know what was the best part about it? KSI threw his fans off by putting on his Instagram story that he was on a plane saying goodbye to LA, going back into camp, playing Overwatch 2.
Genius. Genius.
Yeah, he's literally like,
He's a little
One
bit of a
Tried to
second.
throw
cheese.
everyone off that he wasn't there. And then turns out he was.
No, it's not. No, that was good stuff. I did. Me and James have seen and heard from the news. I know you watched it, but there is an now Australian female WWE champion. How good?
Yeah, Rhea Ripley, the first
Yeah, Ripley.
WWE Women's Champion.
Is that the first
First.
Australian
Like the sound of
champion? Like, is that the first Australian champion?
Yeah,
Dan?
she's the first Australian Women's Champion.
How good's that?
Like
How good's
WWE
that?
Women's Champion. It's fucking glorious.
Of the
And she's a
world.
beautiful human being as well.
That's good to know. That is good to know.
Just gonna throw that out there. You know?
Oh mate. Another thing I seen was Shane O'Mac return.
Shane O'Mac.
Shane-
And during that segment, Snoop Dogg punched The Miz
Shane O'Mac
and won a match against The Miz.
he returned. He tried to jump over the Miz in like the first couple minutes and blew his knee
Yeah.
out. So
And then
Snoop Dogg had to jump in.
Continue the match. It was fucking hilarious.
Poor Shane O'Mac. That was devastating.
And-
mate.
The funny thing is, Miz had an impromptu match last night, and then he had an impromptu match today as well. So it's-
Probably so. This one was definitely like out of the blue, so they could
yeah, just
get the
do something.
hospital and all that sort of stuff on the other way for him. James, any other stuff you seen from the TikToks you wanted to bring up? James, where are you? We cannot hear you.
Audio is not coming through.
Now we can
There we
hear
go,
you.
there we go.
I was about to say my finger's coming up green. That
Nah.
explains
Yeah, it
why you
was.
weren't. It explains why you weren't listening to me. I was going, "Fuck, these guys are assholes."
These guys are awesome. Well, then, James, any other stuff you want to talk about?
Yeah,
WWE?
John Cena is going bold. That was my takeaway.
He also got brought back for a match
Yeah.
to get low blowed and lose.
I did.
I
see
did.
that.
I don't even
Fuck
know
me.
the. I didn't even know the outcome of the match. I just saw his crown of his hair under the
the Devon
spotlight, and I
patch on the
went, "That
back."
looks
Yeah.
like Cameron Smith. That's my goat."
Oh man, poor bloke. And he's got a movie career and all that sort of stuff. So I'm
Yeah.
guessing he'll be definitely on the old hair
Trip
transplant
to Turkey.
soon.
Yeah, the trip to Turkey.
Yeah.
The trip to Turkey.
Hope you get better soon, John Cena.
I know he's an avid listener. I'll give him the number to my guy. Go to Turkey.
But yeah, that was quite funny. I seen that on a TikTok as well, James.
I didn't
Any
even
other
see someone
stuff?
saying that he was
Yeah,
going
yeah,
bold.
yeah.
I just saw it
Oh.
and went, "No way, that is so bold."
Mm. And Dan, you had something else?
For the first time in like years,
Mhm.
this WrestleMania was the first time I was like actually invested in like some good matches.
Ooh,
Like both main events of like both nights were actually pretty
good
decent.
stuff. I didn't know it was a double header. Otherwise, I may have watched
Yeah,
some.
WrestleMania for the last 2 or 3 years has been over 2 nights, just because
Ooh.
it's been 4 hours each day as well.
You know,
So-
I will say I miss The Undertaker. Like, you know, it's...
Man, he's been
Well,
on- he's been on the
retired
podcast
from
scene.
in-ring.
He's been on the podcast scene,
Yeah.
and he keeps popping up all over my TikTok talking to like Stone Cold and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I have seen.
I want to get
some of
into the
those
Stone Cold
TikToks.
podcast.
Yeah, he's had a podcast for ages.
What's it
Like,
called?
since-
I don't know, but
Cold
next week
ones.
I'll have a review of it.
Okay, so yeah, no worries. We'll come back to you
The
next
Stone-
week for that.
Probably something with Stone Cold in it.
I would
Yeah.
say so. That one.
Or the rattlesnake.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, the rattle. If not, I think he should definitely
I've
look
got,
into the
if not, I'll have a podcast talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin's podcast called The Rattlesnake.
Called the rattlesnake.
Okay. Stay tuned for that next week, guys. UFC 287. Pretty sure it's 287.
I think it
Adesanya
is.
versus Pereira is the main event. We also have Burns versus Masvidal. I'm interested to see what you guys are tipping for the main two fights. Dan.
I'm going my boy Israel Adesanya for the main card.
Yep,
You know,
beautiful,
it's-
beautiful.
Isn't he Kiwi? Yeah.
He is, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Kiwi
And then-
Nigerian.
And because Kiwi and Nigerian, yeah.
Yes.
And because I haven't heard of Burns before, I'm
Mhm.
going for Masvidal.
Okay, that is fair. James, what do you feel?
Burns. Did you know Masvidal hasn't beat anyone in the in the
He beat
roster
Ben
for that
Askren
weight
in
division?
like a minute.
No, but there's no active fighters.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's in the top 10 or
Um,
what, but there's no active fighters, at least in the top 10, that he's beat of that
Look,
weight
Change his
division.
Yeah.
notes. Burns to win.
Oh, so all of Burns, how good's that?
Yeah, like all of his
Oh.
wins in that division have been against people who are now like retired and stuff.
Hmm.
So he likes to
is
fight
quite
old people.
which was quite
He got
interesting.
a lot of hype from the Askren fight where he kneed him in like a minute when he just went for a
Yeah.
takedown,
Yeah.
Like
shot for
not
a
a
takedown,
minute,
kneed
in
him.
like 5 seconds.
And then he had
I
the
think I
BMF belt against
Yeah.
Nate Diaz or whatever.
But again,
and,
Nate Diaz.
Yeah. Yeah, again. That was but James.
Ben
yeah,
Askren
Adesanya,
also
Pereira.
retired.
Yep. And then he got beaten by Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so next fight though, Pereira, I think
Pereira,
the
yeah.
head games for Adesanya to get around now of getting beat 3 times and the last one a
Yeah.
vicious knockout is huge.
Yeah.
I
The last-
also will be thinking Pereira, but what were you saying there?
The last fight I remember watching, it was actually pretty good. It was the last round, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pereira knocked him out.
Yeah.
So Adesanya had him pretty much beat
Yeah.
the whole fight, and Pereira they call him
Came out
Fist
of
of
nowhere.
Stone. Or it's called Powhatan, but it means Fist of Stone because like it just takes one shot to beat.
Yeah. I mean, that's all it takes for anyone. If you
Mm.
get that
Oh.
one clean hit,
I don't know, the way he
anyone
punches,
can drop.
my soul left my body when Adesanya got hit.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But,
Honestly,
there is actually also a stat where like not many fighters that were the champion have an immediate rematch will end up winning their match. So that is another reason I think Pereira will win, and it will make it 4-0 wins against Adesanya if he does.
Then, like
That'll be
as I
huge.
said when we were talking about Edwards, like when people become the champion, they seem to just become a better fighter.
Mm.
Like for whatever reason, whether it just be as simple as confidence, they just become better. So it'll be quite interesting to see.
People do say styles make fights, and the fact that he's never beat him before, where he's still one of the best fighters in the world in that division, but it makes you wonder. It does make you wonder. I can see a world where Pereira wins, and then Robbie takes the title from him eventually,
boy,
which
our
I'm happy
boy.
for. Yeah. Aussie Rob
Aussie Rob.
Aussie Rob.
from
Mate, we'll be down
Smeaton
South
Grange
Coast this
legend.
weekend watching it.
We will be. All right,
If we can get a legal stream.
Dana. Hope you're not watching.
I know you're an active watcher, Dana White.
Yeah,
You're not
I know.
watching this one though.
But,
Send us a free
yeah.
link, you dog.
Yeah, sponsor us. UFC Fight Pass. Sponsor the podcast, please. All right. On to the next.
UFC?
Then it is your turn. Guess the athlete. I'm gonna take a back seat. James, he didn't get to pick the athlete last podcast, but I'll let him have a chance at redemption this podcast. I'm gonna sit
putting
back.
me under the spot. I had no idea how to do this.
Yeah, well, Dan's picking the athlete. All you got to do is guess it.
Oh,
And James, I believe in you.
all right.
This is your
All right.
James's
redemption.
redemption arc.
I'm sitting
Alright.
up. I'm sitting up. It's like gamer mode.
Gamer moments.
Beautiful.
All right. It is time for guess the athlete. You have 6 seconds to guess the athlete that I'm thinking of. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 60.
All right. So, man,
Yes.
Ooh.
NRL.
No.
Tennis,
Mm.
swimming,
Ooh.
motorsport,
Technically, yes.
Ooh, technically.
What on earth do you mean by technically? It either is with an engine or not.
Okay, no, it's not motorsport. Okay,
So
never mind.
cars.
Yeah, cars.
Oh, what?
Ooh.
Cycling.
No.
Fuck it, I'm so thrown off by that. I've got no clue anymore because of that.
15
V8s.
seconds, yeah, V8s.
That's a motorsport.
No, it's not!
It is.
You just said
Continue on.
Oh, Mark Winterbottom.
No.
Craig Lowndes.
Yeah, there we go.
That's a motorsport.
This is shit.
That's why I said technically yes.
What do you mean technically?
I thought motorsport was just fucking like motorcycles.
Anything with a motor.
I'm an idiot.
No, this kind of shambles in the Couch Commentators
Oh.
podcast.
At least he fucking got it.
He got it. Redemption.
Oh, I'm glad
James,
you don't know,
redemption.
like,
I'm
my next
glad
was
I'm
Van
retarded.
Gisberg, and after that I would have been going, oh crap, who does Dan know?
At least what we figured out after this is V8's a motorsport, not a slot. So fuck off V8 drivers. Oh, bloody hell.
Oh,
Classic Dan moment. When we're talking about Dan's dumb decisions, you may as well bring up your next Dan dumb decision, mate.
mate, fucking. Yeah, Dan's dumb decision this week. Yeah, it's pretty. It may be even more stupider than the fucking filth I just produced. Mate, I got Tigers to win 1-12.
No.
I can see Mo to score a try, Adam Dewey to score a try, and this
Why
is
would
the
you go?
dumbest part of it.
Why would you go them and a power?
James,
James,
hold on
James,
for the dumbest part.
James,
All right.
Alex Twile to score a try.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
That's got to be paid $1,000.
mate.
An actual $1,000.
It's why it's called Dan's dumb decision.
Look, we'll give the odds later on the Instagram. We don't
Yeah,
have it at
put
the
it-
moment.
put it on screen.
Mate. I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it.
I don't
That's
think
right.
you'll be right.
Theme song for Dan's dumb decision.
My boys up here, they'll be winning, but oh,
Fuck yeah.
Bloody hell. Well, while we're talking about NRL, we might as well NRL review, lads. Round 7, the Roosters versus the Eels, 28-20. James, I know you have a lot to say about this, so I'm going to go to Dan first. What do you
Shit.
see about the game and how do you feel?
Box over the Snakes.
Cocks and snakes.
Box and Snakes just came off the dome, you know.
Yeah, nice.
Roosters led most of the match, you know, with Eels kicking that penalty goal early, but you know, Eels tried to mount the comeback, and you know they couldn't get the comeback.
They couldn't come back. James, I know you might have a little bit to say, so we'll ask you. Or what do you guess?
all right. So Brad Arthur likes using 16 men rather than 17 men. We've established that over the first couple of rounds, right?
Yeah. I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this week we decided to play with 12 instead of 13. Really change it up. See what's happening in the league, and it didn't work. It did not work.
Okay,
That's about it. It was interesting. I applaud the bravery, but it didn't work. So yeah, that was. Next week we'll play with 11.
No. I reckon you just try 14 on the field.
Oh, that would be very interesting. I can only dream of how that'll go.
It's about it could only help.
It was all the help they can get at the moment.
As for me, I think Gufferson actually showed a lot of X Factor out there. I know there's been a lot of X Factor talk. He had the try, and then he also had that really good try saver that was fucking schmick by King Guffo. Other than that, I did see Sully playing pretty good at fullback, which was also pretty nice to see. James, did you have to say something about King Guff?
The King Guff is still a top 5 fullback in the comp, and doesn't matter what
Yeah.
anyone says. Parramatta coaching staff or media related, and fuck, Union would have had the
Yep,
biggest
yep.
throbbing wet cock. Watching Suoliti, jeez.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Certainly looked the goods.
What thing?
Yep.
Teddy injured because of concussion. He'll be out this week.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
What'd you think
Something
about that?
to
I
think
thought
about in the next.
sorry.
No, you go, mate. You go.
So what did you guys think about it? I thought 10 in the bin in 2 weeks was pretty right. Did you guys have different opinions?
Oh, well, James.
Should have been sent off and got.
Oh, really?
Fucking-
Really?
fucking
Really?
snake.
Really?
James, it's funny. It's funny you bring this up. I feel like we had a very heated debate when you were quite drunk.
Yeah. And I think I
he
got
should
it
have
right.
Many weeks as Wayne Graham because he's a dog.
I think I got that right
Weak
because he got
gutted
2
dog.
weeks.
On to the next game, Raiders versus Penrith. Penrith absolutely pumping them. The score being 53-12. James, did you watch the game? Do you have any opinions on the game?
Caught bits and pieces of it. We were at a bit of a local game, but watching it on the phone and keeping updated. From what I saw, I'll tell you what, Penrith did. They took what happened against Parramatta, and they I thought they were very sideways against Parramatta. This game they were direct. Cleary was playing deep into the opposition line, and then really penetrated them with his passes. And he was really good at football as well.
Penetration.
Yeah, that was good. Good in-depth analysis from James there. Dan, how did you see the game?
Yeah.
First of all, Jamin Salmon is not a weak-gutted dog. He looked up
What?
to
You heard it
Stewart and
first.
said, "Look here, you fucking sticky Ricky. I'm not a weak-gutted dog." But he said
Heard it
was
first here.
He said,
Weak.
gutted
Dog.
dog. And, Penrith
Oh,
40
looked
points in the
good.
second half.
They looked really good. Taruva double. One of their tries, I think the commentator was saying, "This is a contender for drive of the year." As like they just passed it left to right to left, and then finished by a short grubber by Taruva. It was pretty good, to be fair. Other than that, Hoskins looks really good. I don't know if Garner takes his spot back. What do you think about that, lads?
Could be a possibility that Hoskins might
Could be a
retain
fantasy
his
gun. As a person in the
Yeah,
top 1,000
just seems too
fantasy,
good.
he might be a gun to look at, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, as the person who scored the most points in our fantasy this week, I think.
On to the next game. Rabbitohs versus Storm. And that game was 18-10, Melbourne winning. Dan, did you watch the game? How do you feel?
As James said before, we were at a local game, and I did watch some highlights, but it looked like a really close game from what I've seen. And, Melbourne was just able to, get over the top of the Bunnies and pump them into the ground, but...
I actually wrote the same thing. Good close game.
I thought you said the humping into the ground part.
Oh, yeah, that as well. That's weird. We have the same notes. That's weird.
Yes.
James, did you see the game and highlights maybe as well?
Yep, good chat.
I'll go fuck myself. All right, James, did you see the Rabbitoh Storm game? Any opinions on it?
Opinions, not a huge amount of big bold opinions. I thought Melbourne were good, not great, but if anything, South were a little bit surprisingly disappointing. I thought they've been playing a lot better than that.
Yeah, I did think that too. South had a couple of missed opportunities as well, which was unlucky for them. Other than that, I mean, I didn't watch the game too much as well. We all watched the highlights, but I did see a funny video about Munster dagging their trainer, and then only a minute later Harry Grant Dax the same trainer. How good was it dacking, firstly? And did you guys see that?
He was wearing South's budgies.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, true. He was wearing South budgies. Oh, actually, I think it was the Queensland first aid or strap.
Oh, okay.
So
I
he
didn't
may
say
have
that.
been the South's one, and
Yeah.
they ripped on him. And yeah, it was definitely good. All right, next game is Manly versus Newcastle. Guys, first time in 3 years we've had a draw, 32-32. James, did you watch it? What do you think about it?
What happened to Manly? Fuck, that's not the team that smashed. Well, not smashed, but should have smashed Parramatta a couple of weeks ago. Fuck me.
Thanks.
Couldn't defend for crap.
That's not like Manly looking bad and Newcastle looking real good, and it's scary how good they're looking without Ponga as well.
Yeah.
Dan, did you see the game or have an opinion?
How the fuck did it end up 32 all draw? That is not Manly.
Yeah, no.
Like, honestly.
That is not. They've been so strong for the opening weeks as well. It's wild to see. Like, did you also see Miller's brain snap where he just just kept going backwards while Molly's running at him?
That's my highlight of the match.
That would have been very funny to watch.
Yeah. It is actually hilarious because he thinks the try line's the dead ball line and he's running back and just lets him cross to full try.
He just dives over the try line right in front of Miller, and Miller's like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, he was even on the Matty John shows this week, and like he just literally had a brain snap and just did not know where the line was. He thought he was actually laughing to himself, going, "Oh, Ola Kawachi's put the ball down 10 meters early. How good's this?" And then he realised, there's the sideline post.
I saw some memes of like him with like a Dora the Explorer style map and stuff to try and figure his way out around the field.
That's good. Anything else did we have? Oh, I had the free. Yep. No. I did need Tommy to score, actually. That was something I wanted to speak about. My multi, 25 grand on the line, and Tommy just couldn't fucking cross the line, mate.
Was he your only missing that?
No, him then Bostock later. But I actually did get almost all of them. Talakaiser. So 3, actually. 3 off 20. But 3 out of, I got how many out of 12? 9 out of 12 try scorers. I probably could have just...
I was about to say
10 grand, but
even if it was 2.5, you're going, oh sweet.
Learn from my mistakes, and next week I will definitely get that.
15 try scorers in next week's.
Learn from my mistakes and just double it down to get 40 grand. So surely to come soon. Dragons, Dolphins. Like, mate, this is a good game for the Dragons. This is fucking 38-12, Dan. I'll let you go.
Mate, fucking... Obviously, we're on the bus home. Didn't watch much of the game, but pretty much watched the whole game on my phone on the way home. But, Dragons looked fucking glorious. Blake Blocker-Laurie scoring another try, Once you score one, the floodgates...
He's just unstoppable now.
Mate, fucking good... It was good to see Talatau Moan back. Hammer time, Hammer versus the Hammer.
Yeah.
It's a great game. Good to see.
And I think, how good was bloody Salone? He's quick, mate. He looks fucking sporty.
A little bit rapid.
He's close to the fastest man in the world.
Yeah, he's calling it. He's calling it. He's calling it.
He's no Josh Adokar, but he's close.
He's close. James, your opinions on the game?
So I managed to get us a bus driver to the races and back, and if the Dragons lost, we might not have made it back because the bus driver was a mad dragon. It was very fortunate for us that the Dragons firstly played well, and then secondly won by how much they did. So it was good for everyone.
I'm happy for the Dragons. Like, we obviously have to announce that, address that Dolphins were missing first
everyone,
and then Milford gets
Fins.
and then he gets a hamstring injury, so they're down to the one half.
The
But
kid.
I also think
The
that's
kid.
Gonna be, it's going to be wild for them in the future. I don't know how they can come back from it.
But
I don't
to
know
be
who they have in the depths.
to be fair, if Parramatta lost, like say Moses and then Jake Arthur, and all of a sudden we're playing Rankin, then we're also in dire straits. But for a club that's got no depth, they're even more.
Started up.
Yeah,
It's a tough first season.
James, who would you prefer, Arthur's or Rankin? Like, let's be real.
Oh, Rankin is pretty rank.
Okay, on to the next. Broncos versus the West Tigers, guys. It was a absolute rugby league humping, 46-12. Dan, anything you want to say about the game?
It was the Tigers game. What is there to say?
Oh, mate, I know.
Except for Folder Club!
Folder Club.
Folder Club.
I was hoping someone said it. Folder Club.
Folder Club.
I had a couple, opinions myself. Like it's just the same shit, different week, same shit, different year. They go through the same cycle. New coach, new players. They even said they had
Brooks.
Yeah, new attacking styles. They said everything. They got all the hopes of the fans up, all our mates, and then they just keep putting out performances like that. It makes you wonder. Like, where do they go right? Is it the top of the board? What do they have to change? James, do you have opinions on this? The game as well? I want to hear your thoughts, mate.
Well, firstly, how good was it? Found out that I was blocked by the Tigers Facebook page. that was a highlight of the week. And
I can't believe that. We now have 4 mates blocked by West Tigers. Unban us, you dogs.
Wait, are you blocked as well, Brendan?
No, we got Maddie. No, is Maddie C? Yeah, Maddie C, James, Lucas, and Moe.
Yeah.
I
might be blocked after I commented on that exact journey tonight.
Yeah, look, I don't know how you're not blocked and I'm not blocked, but we survive another week. Get into the post if you follow along. Go to the West Tigers game after they lose and just spam follow the club with us. Join in. It's fine.
So another 2 points.
Sorry, James, you go.
Sorry, another 2 points. Did you see the social media manager has also given up?
I did see that.
Yeah, they started just like slowly reducing what they write and just to FT.
Yeah, that's a classic. And also, is there anything better than rocking up to work on a Monday morning? Para's played shit over the weekend. Nobody cares. Everyone's just talking about how bad the Tigers were. It's a weight off the shoulders.
The Tigers got humped.
It's stuff you love to see. It's honestly, it makes my week. I know Tigers fans might feel different, but Lucas isn't here to defend them, so...
One
Turn up.
thing I want to say about the Follow the Club comments. Just from me writing Follow the Club for the last 5 weeks, I have become a top fan of the West Tigers. That is how bad their fucking Facebook page is.
To be fair,
you can't be fair if you're a top fan.
20 comments a week will do that.
Yeah, that's a good point, honestly.
Man, my comments are good. Like I say stuff like Luke Brooks for 20 years. Luke Brooks on 10 mil a season, and I still haven't been banned or got top fan. I'm up there. I think I'm up there for one of them.
That's probably why you're surviving, because Brooksy runs the club. So like he's like,
true.
Oh mate, this guy's a fan. Keep him in.
Yeah,
I need this.
Keep him in. All right. And that was all of rugby league for the week. That's crazy, guys.
I think you're missing just at least one day.
I think it was just Saturday. I didn't watch the games yesterday, but it looks like, the Sharks lost 32-30. James, did you see the game? Yeah.
Yeah, so the biggest highlight that I saw was a hot, sexy halfback in the wet take the title of the hottest, sexiest halfback in the wet. No, not anymore. It's Sean Johnson, baby. He gets the trophy of the hottest, sexiest halfback in the wet.
Let's go.
until the next time they play, and who knows what happens then. But if it's not raining, then will Nico get the title?
Well, look, I didn't watch the game, but my theory, too wet. Nico Hines too wet. There is a cycle of wetness that Nico can be, and if he's too wet, he's not going to perform as good. But yeah, any opinions on the game?
It's just shit the bed, honestly.
Yeah,
that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
You had the opportunity to fucking tie it up, and you just folded.
Oh, I think it was even more than that. I think it was both wingers deciding to drop it. Oh.
Yeah. Look,
Drop.
both wingers dropping the ball 3 times didn't help. We had 20 points up on them. We did. I'm not going to come up with excuses, but I will definitely come up with a couple.
You're going to blame the ref. You're going to blame the other team. You're going to say you were robbed.
Firstly, the other team. Then no. But look, we shat the bed. We too many errors. We had a play the ball error led to a try. 3 dropped catches that led to tries. We let them get back in the game. Did the ref impact the game right at the end there, where Finucane went for 10 in the later minutes, where it counts a lot more, and then that push, quote unquote. Led to Sean Johnson winning the game, and did I blame the refs? Yes, I did. So fuck that guy.
Blame the other team? Yes, you did.
Yep.
What else?
And Sharks to win the comp 2023. Let's go.
No, you were robbed.
We were robbed. But yeah, great resilience by the Warriors, to be fair. They did. Sean Johnson looks like he's winding back the clock.
And he looks really hot and sexy in the wet.
In the wet.
I can't say that. Well, I can't cheat on my man, but yes. On to the next game. There was another game on Sunday. I just can't believe there's 2 games on. Bulldogs winning 15-14. Dan, how do you feel about this game?
I didn't watch it because I was pretty tired after the weekend and,
That's
watching
fair,
WrestleMania
mate.
yesterday.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of wrestling. You're a bit
A little bit of wrestling.
Yeah, I did watch the highlights today before we started recording, though.
Good stuff.
The first try from Tommy Dearden was fucking immaculate.
Yeah,
Mate.
Dearden looks good.
And then, you had the fantasy god Preston.
Mate,
Double.
he is an absolute weapon.
But he's injured, so that's unfortunate.
Well,
whether he misses games or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Split webbing, so.
Moe said it was a dislocated finger, but...
Yeah, that as well.
It looked like that originally, but then... Yeah, it was pissing blood for his webbing, so...
Fair enough. And Bulldogs are looking the goods. So.
They are looking the goods, James.
I think more than Bulldogs looking the goods, which they did look a lot better. Cowboys, do we call them the North Queensland faders? It doesn't work as good as the Raiders being faders, but geez, every game they start strong and go to shit. There's got to be some accountability from them.
Except for last year.
Well, that's last year.
Cowboys, they have been, they've been falling off.
I've seen 5 weeks of falling off hard. Round 1 against the typical faders, they only just survived.
Yeah.
Very true.
Joel is not happy with what we say about the moment. Poor boy.
No.
I think, it was as you said, Bulldogs looked good, but Cowboys shat the bed.
Yeah.
More than Sharks, obviously more than Sharks. Burden, what a fucking weapon he looked like. He iced that game out so good. That chip and chase, right? If you watched it, he did a chip and chase over, they were 50 metres out, regathered it, bounced back straight to his hands, and then he kicks it into the in goal, gets a repeat set, which they score off
Yeah, that
then
leads to the
tied
Adokar
again.
try. Yeah.
Yeah, the Fox try. Yeah.
And then he kicks the field goal to win. That
No,
was
no.
like,
Before
honestly, the
before
best
that, he chips over to
5 minutes of
Adokar
him.
to get him down there, which then leads to the field goal.
Yeah.
And then,
Like-
the field goal wasn't even, right in front. It was, 20 meters, 15 meters off to the side.
It's like
Oh.
what Cleary can do, he can do better. That was probably the best 5 minutes of footy I think I've seen from a half in a while.
And it all came off the
Yeah,
boot.
Back to back
like-
to back. Yeah. He had a couple boot and bombs. Speaking of boot, I love seeing the boot and bomb.
I'll give Cowboys credit. Fuck, they handled the bomb pretty well.
Yeah, they caught him. Like, that Chester did end up on his ass at one stage, just
Yeah.
laying there with the ball because of the boot and bomb, but he did catch it, which
Mate,
is, most people just leave it.
If Walker Blake could catch a ball like that, I would be happy.
If Walker Blake could catch a ball full stop, you'd be happy.
Good point. Good point.
Oh, poor Blake. Poor man. He's the X factor you guys need. I don't know why you didn't re-sign him.
Good
point. Well, with that, I think we'll call the round review over. We'll now move on to our tips for next week, lads. Yeah, the boys. Week 6 of the NRL. Storm versus Roosters. James, who do you think will win the Thursday night clash?
Hear me out. I think every team that's played Parramatta lost the week after, so Storm.
Ooh.
Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Just think about it.
Anyway, I like
Sharks, Manly, Melbourne, Roosters will be about to, but everyone else, I'm pretty sure.
Dan.
Well, it's...
Oh wait, sorry,
Battle of the
Penrith
Nine.
just won. It's all wrong. Penrith just won.
He's
Oh,
serious.
well, okay, well, now you got to pick the other team.
Yeah, no. Fuck the Roosters, go Melbourne.
Dan, what do you think?
As I was saying, better than the Nines. Hattie Grant, Brandon Smith versus his old club.
Best mates as well.
Did you see what? I was going to say, Welsh. Welsh went out and said they're going to target him. They said,
100%,
big
why
fella, we're
wouldn't
going to
they?
take you out. Yeah.
And
Take you on.
I think the cheese shits the bed.
Woo.
Would you say the cheese is smelling a bit funny?
Cheese is smelling a bit moldy.
Is he looking a bit blue? Looking a bit blue.
Ooh, bit moldy, bit blue.
Yeah.
Bit,
Blue cheese.
Some will say the cheese, if it gets moldy and blue, it's a bit better. But I, myself, not like that. Yeah, I'll be picking the Melbourne Storm.
The cheese won't be Gouda.
Ooh. That's your best, Dan. That's your best.
This is good.
This is getting bad. The
This is
cheese
good
puns.
podcasting. Look, I think we stick on this
Cheese.
Hey guys, I think those Brandon Smith puns were a bit cheesy.
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright, now next game.
Cut the podcast, stop it now. Alright, on to the next game. Bulldogs, Rabbitohs. James, what do you think? Who do you think's going to win this one?
Rabbits. No reason why.
No reason at all.
No.
Dan, what do you think?
Good Friday.
Good Friday
afternoon,
right.
4:00. I'm going the upset. The doggies.
Ooh.
The doggies, bro.
Ooh, I like it. Although I won't be going with it, I will also be picking the Rabbitohs for James. Look, the Bulldogs did well against the Cowboys, but Rabbitohs different beast. They beat Sharks, so I got to in theory, think who's gonna. Yeah, okay, that makes sense to me.
Game respect game.
Yes. Next game, also Good Friday. Thanks for reminding me, Dan, about the Easter games. Cowboys versus Dolphins. Dan, who do you think's gonna win this one?
Look, mate. I think I'm gonna change my tip. I was
Ooh.
gonna go the Cowboys, but then they lost to the Bulldogs. So
We have been trash talking him a lot. Yes.
yes, I think actually, wait. Nah, I'm going back to the Cowboys.
Oh, he's going to the Cowboys.
I'm doing the double backflip. I'm back on the Cowboys.
Is that DC? Hear? Fuck me.
I just remembered the Dolphins will be missing
Everyone.
They'll be missing Sean
Yeah,
O'Sullivan.
everyone.
I think Felice Kafusi will still be suspended.
I think so too.
Oh, either is or is back this week. I can't remember. Maybe one more week.
It's saying that, James, who do you think will win?
Yeah, I can't. I would love to see the Dolphins do it, but if the Cowboys are going to win, they got to do it this week. Jeez, go Cowboys!
Yeah, look, I think Utah, because I'm top.
Cowboys.
I'm also I'm top in the fantasy. I'm actually top tipping as well. Top tipping comp in our comp. So I will also be picking the Cowboys because I don't want to tank my tips.
How's your super coach going, baby?
Your super coach, easy coach. Yeah, as this. Yeah.
I've got to recheck, but I think I'm top 1,000.
Oh, yeah, sure thing. I'm going, don't know, but I'll have to check. Yeah, alright. On to the next game. Panthers versus Seagulls, first of Super Saturday. Dan, who do you think's going to win?
Well, after the defensive performance that Manly put up against the Knights, I think Penrith will just be the big dog and get the better of them.
They are looking good. They're looking like they're last year form. They started a bit slow, but James, what do you think about this game?
I want to put my neck out on the line and say that Manly were looking 2 weeks ahead. They were more worried about this Penrith game than the Newcastle game. I think they come out firing. They hit like they did against Parramatta, and they only lose by 2 points to Penrith.
Can we get a drug test on this, man?
Look, in the first half.
Yeah, I changed my mind halfway through.
I do actually think it'll be close with James, but I just can't see Panthers losing that one. On to the next game, Broncos Raiders. James, who do you think will win this? Will Rick Noble blow up again?
Yes. That's it. Bronx, obvious.
Yeah, I'm going fucking Bronx, The Selwyn Cobbo, Reece Walsh combination is starting to fucking hit its straps.
Yeah. I think Broncos are genuinely... I don't think they're going to drop out of the 8 this year. I think they're genuinely up there in the top 5, top 6 team.
So what you're saying is the Broncos are contenders.
Contenders, obviously pretenders compared to Cronulla, but yes, contenders in the overall aspect. I will also be picking the Broncos. All three of us going the Broncos. On to the next game, Titans, Dragons. Dan, Super Sunday. Who you picking?
Yeah. Titans are a really good team.
Yes, they are.
I think, with the team they have, I think they're going to get absolutely fucking demolished. It's going to be like round fucking 2 all over again. They're going to get pummeled into the ground. I'm going to do a backflip for the Dragons fans. Fire up!
Fire up!
I just can't believe you're going to pick the Dragons. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, I support the Dragons.
I'm amazed. I'm shocked. James, who are you picking for the game?
So, first thing I want to address is, does anyone get a bit of a feeling of deja vu? Because, by God, this game was on a couple of weeks ago. What the fuck is this draw?
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Not gonna lie.
Look,
I for 4 weeks ago.
I for one like what Arrow did. They fucked Parramatta, and then now they're letting everyone verse each other again. So
I was about to say now we get this shit game twice in a row, twice in a couple of weeks.
Hey.
No, but
calm down there, buddy.
Sorry, Foreign's out calf still, isn't he? Obviously, team listed tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure he's still out. I think the Dragons again, because I'm pretty sure last time Foreign was also out, which is a bit of deja vu.
No, last time Foreign played.
Oh, that's right. He was meant to be out, and so be ready for Foreign to play, but Dragons still win. We're living in a simulation.
Yeah. We are just on repeat. I actually do think the Titans will win this one. Sorry, Dan. Sorry to break your heart. I think in my brain,
I'll just go fuck myself.
I'm saying Khan Pereira. Khan Pereira will score in this game.
No Brumo still, isn't it?
Yeah. Might potentially be that as well. Anyways, that's a good game. On to the next one. Knights Warriors. Jamie, Jim. What are you thinking?
Give me Jam.
Mate, so I accidentally gave you guys the early crow on Sunday when I walked in and said, damn, I was hoping the Warriors would be better. And then before I knew it, they scored about 16 points. I'm all on the Warriors. I'm all on the Warriors bandwagon. Go the Warriors. Fuck Para. Go the Warriors.
Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm with James. I'm not going to jump ship and change my team.
That's a bit of turncoat there, right?
But yeah, I think Sean Johnson, the experience and how he played on Sunday, just gets the better of the Knights.
As per, obviously I didn't see the Warriors game, so I can't really pick how their form was this week. But, Knights Warriors, I think it'll be very close. I think it'll be a bit of a poo slinger of the round, what I can see. Knights doing that well against Manly without Ponga. I think their halves are starting to click. This is the first time these guys have ever really played with each other as well, so they're all gelling as a spine. I think Knights will get the win. Bold claim.
Big call.
I just gave... I'm trying to give the YouTube face for a thumbnail.
Shocked. Anyway, on to the last game, guys. Pooslinger of Pooslingers, two shit teams, bottom of the table clash. West Tigers versus Eels. Dan, how do you feel about these two shit teams?
Mate, I'm gonna stick strong with Dan's dumb decision. I think the Tigers are going to get their first win of the season. I'm pretty sure it happened last year, Easter Monday. They're on a losing streak.
Oh, God, and, I would love to see it.
There's no Jackson Hastings there to kick the field goal this year, but I think Brooksy...
That's the dumbest decision you ever made! The Tigers have trusted Brooksy for 11 years!
Brooksy to kick a field goal.
Wait, that's so outrageous. My camera's died.
Great game.
That's so outrageous. My camera's died. So anyway, as I said earlier, fuck the Warriors. Go Para. Let's go all the way, baby. So the one big thing is Parramatta didn't. We didn't need a win last year. We did. Yeah, I've double backed on the turncoat. My coat's got so many runs on it because I keep turning over it over and over again.
Yeah.
But fuck everyone else. Go Para. We're back, baby. We'll smash the Tigers and be back.
Oh, so you picked Parramatta? That's crazy. I can't believe
it.
No way. I would never thought that you would pick Parramatta.
Look, Dan, your dumb decision. Although I have faith in it, and I'll probably put a bet on it. Don't know if I can faithfully back them to win the game. How bad they have been, genuinely. I'll be picking Eels. They should win. Should.
Look, mate, imagine the scenes. It's Easter Monday. We're down at Lake Tabourie. Tigers fucking win over Eels.
Not again. Not again.
And then
not again.
In James's face, just like fucking suck shit.
And the boys win like 10 grand each because that thing is paying monstrous.
We're going out in Ulladulla. Let's go.
Oh my God. I can't wait for it, honestly. I'm happy and gassed to see this happen.
I'll be amazed. I'll be amazed.
Lads, mate. It'll be stuff you tell your grandkids of, because that is going to be. Firstly, I think one of the biggest. That's more than my 25 grand multi with 12 try scorers. That's up there with the fucking top of the top. Can't wait. Anyways, lads, I think that's the podcast. Great podcast between the three of us.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lucas wasn't here. Disappointed, but what can you do? The bloke just decides to not turn up, work or something. I don't know.
Absolute tosser.
Yeah, tough stuff. But anyways, be sure to follow the social medias. Love yous and leave yous. Catch you later.
Gotcha.
Peace out, motherfuckers.